Welcome back to Pebble in the Sky, my ranching upgrade series. Right now what we're doing is constructing an oxygen system to replace my dependency on algae, and also trying to get to exosuits as soon as possible. I actually have to lower this one because this might be a disaster if they start digging here, because the sand will just, you know, disappear from there. So I'm gonna change this a bit for now and make it smaller. We also will get, by doing that, we'll also get a bit of a heat buffer, so that's probably good, since the oxygen production will generate heat. I won't really use this one that early on, because oxygen production from water is water intensive and produce a lot of heat, and water is not renewable. Neither is of course algae, but it doesn't really generate that much heat to produce oxygen like I do right now from algae. So from that perspective, it's more sustainable in the short run at least. So I want them done with this one. Can also plant a bit more here. Also, actually, someone pointed out my last video, and they're absolutely correct, that the outhouse here got a crappy placement. It will spread disease because they don't really move past a wash basin on the way there. So I'm gonna deconstruct this one. I'm gonna move this little machinery somewhere. Maybe they can actually have it down here or up here where they will make food, or just over here, right? So let's food, micro musher over here. And we got an outhouse over here that should do the trick, and we probably want that done quite soon. Alright, so that's fixed. Thanks for that comment, by the way. This one lacks electricity. I guess it might not be. I think oh, they haven't really just constructed there yet. Alright, I think like this episode will probably be an episode, I think, I say it all the time, where not much happens. And the reason for that is the fun thing happens when you start exploring the asteroid and figuring out different way for different systems, etc. Right now we're just doing the basics to survive and be able to go out there and explore. I'm just gonna have a sip of coffee, right? We can also see that like some problems in oxygen not included come right away, like providing food oxygen. Some build up over time, like carbon dioxide. We actually start to have a little bit of build up with carbon dioxide. Now, carbon dioxide, it's you can take care of a few different ways, right? You can either put algae terrariums, or you can produce electrolyzers. Algae terrariums, they use both algae and a lot of water, and they actually don't clean that much carbon dioxide, so they're really not that efficient when it comes to resources, and they also take a lot of labor because you need to deliver the algae and water. So when it comes to cleaning out carbon dioxide, I prefer going straight for the electrolyzer instead. It uses a lot of water, sure, but compared to how much it cleans, carbon skimmer, not electrolyzer, but compared to how much it cleans, it's kind of worth it, I think. And plus it only converts it to polluted water, which you can convert back to clean water later on. So I think I'm just gonna go for that straight away instead. So we're gonna put it over here. And for that, I need some water to go with it. So let's put that up. Maybe like this. Over here. And white is in, green is always out. Now we need, of course, then to be able to dispose of that water somewhere. And this seems to be the place for that. So let's put this one over here. We need a liquid bridge as well here. There we go. So that should be it. I also need power for my pump here, so let's prepare that, right? Oh shit, that wasn't really meant to go like this. This is better. Sorry for this word, by the way. My channel is probably quite child friendly anyway, despite probably no kids at all watching this channel. Actually, on YouTube you can check a lot of things like demographics, and it's probably no shocker that my average viewer is between like 25 and 35 male. So I think it doesn't really matter if I say shit on the channel. I think you guys can live with that. So let's see. Oh yeah, I actually can probably start going with Lyslov now instead. I got the Lyslov farm going quite good here. I don't want to queue up too much construction, because if I do, I'm afraid this one will never get done, since they seem to prioritize a lot like the closest construction possible, not where it's most needed or where you started to give them orders. But however, I can prioritize some stuff. So this system, I haven't really dug that deep into it since the change. But one easy way to do it, for example, research. I only want actually Ren to do research. So let's do colony-wide. We can set this disabled for the whole colony. Now no one can do research, and we should just change it for Ren here to somewhat high priority. When it comes to dig and build, I want the miners to have a higher priority for those, to even for build as well, I think. The architect should of course have higher priority for building, and I think I have, yeah, that's it. I really want to speed stuff up, so I actually think I'm gonna recruit one more little duplicant. I actually checked out and saved up some really good duplicants that I didn't print the right way here earlier. And Abe here, he's tidy, he got operate, he got range, small bladder, I'm not sure I like that. The core expectation, cannot perform uncultured, twinkle toad, farm. Davon is not too bad, I think. I like that he has a lot of things. Small bladder is not too bad either. It actually like provides water, right? Even though it's dirty water, it still provides water. He can do a lot of things. A loud sleeper is rather annoying. I'm not sure here what to choose. I'm leaning towards these two. I'm gonna go with a small bladder guy. He will just have to go to the toilet a lot. Who cares? Then of course he need a bed. And he need a mess table. So what if he got a small bladder? I mean, pee can be converted apparently to water in this game, and if he pees a lot, that's free water. He just needs somewhere to live. So the question is what we want him to be. Jobs, I think I want him to be an architect right now. Abe, architect. I need builders and diggers, but mostly builders. There's a lot to build. Alright, so now since there's not much else for them to construct, it should actually start concentrating on this. So that's good. We got airflow tiles. How are we on oxygen? I think since the oxygen production is over here, we probably want a bit of airflow in between here. Probably up here as well. There's not that much oxygen down here either. But it should be enough airflow down here. I think this will be good. We also need electricity down here. Let's change it up a bit here. I think I know how I want this to be constructed. So let's remove this. We need a hydrogen generator, so let's put that one over here. And we need electricity, so let's go down with this one here. Oh, that's probably a bit much like this, right? And we need electricity to this as well, to the electrolyzer down there. We will need a pump for the oxygen to go out, so I'm just setting up stuff here for and we need, I guess, filter as well, because we need to split up the hydrogen from the oxygen. So in is always white, green will be the oxygen, and I will filter out the hydrogen. So let's put the hydrogen over here. And this will be oxygen, so I just, for now, I just gonna go down like this with it and leave it here. I will lead it up to where it's needed later. We can just, I guess, this is all temporary anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. But let's pick it up somewhere here, I guess. Maybe here. Okay. So now they just need to construct everything. Electricity for the pump as well. Why complicate things? And then we need water down here as well. Since they already have water over here, almost. I guess we're just gonna drag it down here as well, while we're at it, right? Oh, we don't want that to happen. Oh, that's not good. This is better. Okay. That looks okay. Maybe not the most beautiful oxygen production ever made, but it will work. Can it? Ah, yeah. They can't actually get down to this one. That's why they haven't constructed it. Is there actually a ladder hidden behind here or not? Yeah, it is. So let's dig this up as well, so they can get to the water pump. I was wondering why that one wasn't really constructing. How are we on the germ issue right now? We don't have that much food yet. I might have to switch back to mush bars for a while. But let's check the germs. Looks a bit better. We should probably make an apothecary as soon as possible. Apothecaries are actually rather good to have early on, because even the placebo pills are really good at combating low immune systems, so it will make quite a good difference to have it running. That's a bit low on food, but not too bad. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Thankfully the game actually warns if you're about to run out, so. Also, I think we could, this is actually a direction where we could, there's some pure water. This is a nice direction to explore, and the main reason for this is there's no dangerous things up here. It's a nice temperature. We also got kind of big pockets of algae over here that we can use, so I think I'm gonna go for that. Also, I do need to get some timber reeds for my exosuits, so I'm gonna dig up this area. So that's what we're gonna do, which of course will delay this a bit more, but we have quite a few of those hatches there. Insufficient oxygen regeneration. Oh well. It should be okay. I mean, it warns you that you have insufficient oxygen regeneration, even if you really don't. It's just that the pressure makes the game think so, because the pressure is too high for this one to actually output anything. So then you produce too little oxygen, but as soon as you get lower air pressure there, that actually solves. I also want to remove this wall here to get some of the carbon dioxide actually over to the carbon skimmer. So let's make that happen. At some point I will have to dig down in this one as well. The good thing here, I think, is that because there's gold around here and not slime, this is not infected. So I got some reeds in here that I can reach without any risk. So that's really lucky. Let's see, we got quite a lot of metal here. Do you have pinch of pepper nuts? Body temperature. Okay, so that's what's wrong. This wasn't that much water, but it's water nonetheless, and water is a scarce resource, so let's be happy for any water we can find. But this huge pocket of algae will be really useful because we can postpone the use of this machine quite long. Yeah, okay, so I actually have to construct some floor here as well. Let's put up an oxygen generator over here as well with a gas pump and a gas pipe. Alright, I can explain why I did this. And then we do want do I have a power switch? Yeah, I do. Alright, power switch over here, I think. Now the reason I put up this is since I'm going tunneling pretty much for exosuits to do the exploration early on, protected from the environment, I need to pump in the oxygen into the exosuits somehow, right? If I'm gonna do that from, oh, we have a food shortage now, so let's actually switch again. So if I'm gonna do that from oxygen produced from algae, I need a pump to gather up that oxygen, so I can actually pump it into the exosuits, right? And I don't really want this system running using up water before I actually need to. I know a lot of people kind of do long tunnels with oh, here we got a geyser. It's a steam vent, hence the water. So the question is, this is really nice because it's of course 15 kilograms per second eruption period, but I need to actually analyze it to know anything else. But it's a lot of water it actually produces here, 15 kilograms a second. That's quite nice. The question is how long dormant period is. I don't know what the old ones actually used to produce. They're really hot though. Alright. So if you average that out, actually it's not that good because it's like fifth that, so maybe 2-3 kilograms during the active period. The question is how long the dormant period is, because if the dormant period is very long, then it's not that good. But still, it's some fresh water, so it's still not too bad. All right, we'll check that one out later. All right, so we got this one working. We do need our little oxygen pump to work, but I don't really want it to work just yet. Let's put another of these over here. I want automation first because I don't really want this to work at full speed. I just pump up the air over here because that's gonna be costly energy-wise, right? So I just want to put it on once I actually have the exosuits off. So I'm gonna turn that one off and then connect the electricity, okay. Because I do want to preserve my energy. Same with this one is gonna be turned off as well. So you can see, like, I really work hard to preserve my resources and not use them where I don't really need to. I should be able to plant some here, yeah. I don't have enough leaf loaf. Alright, so let's see what's the next research on the list. I probably need the electrolyzer if some polluted air gets into the base. So that's probably not too bad idea. Plus I guess the mesh tile on the way, and I want showers etc. at some point as well. So let's go for that. I do have everything I need for exosuits now, so let's go ahead and make them. Although I want them to kind of finish this one up as well. Probably should move the power plant down here as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So let's remove these. And make this one a tad longer. And we're gonna put up a coal plant down here. Coal generator. However, I do want to switch on the other side, so I want to switch over here then, if I move the coal generator here. So let's put the switch... Where can I put the switch? Here? I do want a door here as well. Maybe it's time for that. Manual airlock over here, alright. So I have to remove this ladder piece and then put the ladder here instead. And then we should be able to make a switch over here and remove the switch. There we go. Alright. That looks decent. At this point I usually don't put too much effort into like making the farm look nice, etc., right? Because first of all, I don't really know if I'm gonna have the farm area there anyway, so I just put it somewhere where it actually works. So how are we on dirt? Still really good. I could probably extend the farm over here a bit. Do I have anyone actually doing the farming? Goof, art, farm. No, we don't. Alright, so do we have anyone who's good at it? Farm 1. Stinky? What is Stinky doing right now? Stinky is our chef, alright, so not Stinky then. But it's only Stinky who's really good at it. So let's put Stinky there, and then we need to find a new chef. Do we have anyone good at cooking? Cooking 2. Nicola, what is Nicola doing right now? Goofer, alright. We can just put Marie, I guess, as a goofer. I don't know if this is... Yeah, I guess so. She got good athletics. This will work. Alright. I guess we go with that for now. Okay. Now this would be okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to be able to analyze this one. I guess I'm gonna have to do some calculation to actually decide if it's good or bad. I have no idea right now. But I know it's water, and some water is better than no water. So, where do we put the machines for making the exosuits? Stations. I need refined metal. Use quite a lot of power, but that should be alright. So I don't think there's any. So time to actually start using this one. So let's queue up a few things here, so we get some metal going. Alright. Keep planting seeds here. I might just make one more of these ones. So one for lice loaf and one for mush bars. How are we on food? 8,000, so they need to keep making some food. I'm actually gonna put some higher priority to this, and then jobs. Oh, not jobs, priorities. I mean, who's our chef? It's a cook. He should have a higher priority for cooking. So let's do it like this for now. I should do it. Alright, so we got some reed here. Enable harvest, I guess. Alright. Yeah. I was looking at... Okay, actually they should have harvest on these as well. No, but this is really fortunate that we had something that close. Especially since I'm not really sure how these work anymore. So you have something to explore early on. That's really nice. Food shortage, alright. But he should be prioritizing this one now. I actually might want to have like... Well, as soon as this one is ready, I guess. Oh, no, it is, alright. So... let's actually destroy this one. So we can make one more one more micro mushroom. And I think we might have... Do we have better batteries? Yeah, we do. So let's put like one battery over here as well. Remember, everything I do right now is only temporary. So everything here is going to be replaced at a later date. Maybe some stuff I keep like this one. But all in all, most of it is purely on temporary basis. New micro musher, food micro musher. I don't remember. Could you do something with visible pickled meal? Pickled meal, I think is possible to do from. Nah. I think we just do like this, right? Yeah. I don't remember if it was something you could do from the meal wood and the electric grill, but I think this will just be better. Okay, how are we on disease now? Did that moving the toilet, did it solve the problem? Maybe slightly. We still have a little immunity problem here. We can actually queue up some placebo pills here, just to make sure. This is coming along now, so we're actually closing in on something that will work. Because I mean, I already got the water connected, water is pumped up. Probably should, since it will now just keep producing in here, we should probably disable this one, right? All right. Power plant going. I actually didn't thought about that one going on. I mean, isn't the... Ah, yeah. When I moved this one, I forgot to turn it off. That's why. That's why. This one... Do I have anyone who can actually operate this one, by the way? Does he need like an operator? No, I guess not, right? Can you check raw mineral, raw metal, filtration medium. I think you don't need someone to operate for this one. Maybe you do. No, apparently you don't. Very apparently you don't. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to. That's kind of funny though. So the only thing you do is kind of pushing a button. Kind of weird, it needs electricity for that. So we have refined metal, but I need a lot more. Oh well, I need 400 first of all for that machine. Let's put Lyslov in here. Now you can make Lyslov. Then we put a bit higher priority for that one than for this one. Let's put this one at 5 and this one at 6, right? So you should prioritize making meal ice over mush bars. Oh, now there's no power here, so I can enable this one, so I can switch on and off the whole machinery with this. Alright, a little mush farm here is growing. And then we want hydrogen to filter out from this. Also, one thing that kind of keeps, at least it used to work to keep temperatures in check, is to put a bit of water on the floor, so I'm actually going to do that. Now this is actually 30-minute episode, so I'm going to pause up here. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do here. So I put an alarm to not make the episode too long, so let's... oh well, there we are, I have to shut it off. But this will actually make it possible for me to spill a bit of water on the floor, so let's do that. But I think this will be all for this episode. I think next episode, this one is, I mean, pretty much finished right now. I think what I will do next episode, I hope they did turn this one down to 0, right? Maybe? Or did they not? Oh well, that's a later problem, I guess. So I'm just gonna do it like this then. Because I don't want too much water on the floor either. There we go. That's actually all I needed it for. Now, next episode, what I will do is get my exosuits up and running. I mean, I'm done with the research for that, so I just need exosuit forge and all the stations in place. Of course, continue to expand the tech tree and finally get out exploring over here. As soon as I have exosuits, I can also get in here where it's really hot and start analyzing my little steam vent here to see how good or bad it actually is. Alright, that was all. Thanks for watching. Cheers.